struggle was real, Gabe. You're talking after a dance, we'd go all the way 6, 7, 8 hours away from here, and we'd go play for 5 people.
Yeah.
Now those 5 people paid at $10 a piece. That's $50 that came in the door. Who gets that? The promoter. But I paid for the radio spots. You didn't even make for radio spots. We were lucky if they hired us back again. But Dad said, I would tell him, why are we playing, man? This is stupid. There's only 5 people. He'd go, because, son, those 5 people are going to turn into 10 people. Those 10 people are going to turn into 20 people, 20 into 30, 30 into 90, 90 into 100. And sure enough, brother, it happened. It happened. You know what I'm saying? But the perseverance in between there, people don't know.
Yeah, you told me the story about your dad going to the store and getting hot dog buns and
No, he didn't get the hot dog buns. We got the
no, that's right, the bread.
My dad, what we had a night like that, he would get a loaf of bread, he'd buy a big bag of corn chips, a package of wieners, and there's only 6. There's only 6 and there's 5 pack of Coke.
Yeah.
So we're back there just throwing a munch on just sauce, like George Lopez says, sauce, hot dog bun. You know what I'm saying? We throw it in. No mustard, no mayonnaise, no, just dry, brother. And then we chips and trying to see who can have Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? And just sitting in the back of the van with no seats or anything, with speakers and stuff, and going, man, what are we doing? You know, where are we going with all this? You know, where is this going? You know what I'm saying? But people, once again, they refer to the Selena movie and think, okay, we were unsuccessful. Boom, we're by some watermelon stand. Boom, we're #1 on the radio. Yay! It didn't happen like that, man. There was. That's the last 2 years of Selena's 23 years that she was here. So there was 21 years. You know, they had her at one point when they had her, where they have her in the Selena movie, maybe at 9 years old or so. But what about the Selena before that? What about 2-year-old Selena, 3-year-old, 4, 5, 6 today? You know, 7, 8. You know, 9. The struggle, the movie, and I would honestly say, in my opinion, it covers 2 years of, you know, of what the struggle was. You know what I'm saying? It was a struggle. But the thing that we don't need, and I reiterate once again, is that we don't need negativity, people, because the whole world is watching us. And we don't want to think, you know, look at these Latinos, man. They hate each other. They hate everything. They're negative people, because we're not. We're beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? And if you see people hating or doing negative things, you have the power to say, hey, we don't want that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody making a negative comment, stop that brother and say, hey, brother, or hey, sister. You know what I'm saying? Be glad. We should be right now celebrating, because Selena, the Netflix, the series is a major, major project, man. Major.
Yes.
Being negative and being this, she doesn't look like this. Hey, Jamie Foxx didn't look nothing like Ray Charles. Go look him up.
The same thing was said about Jennifer Lopez when she came out.
Yeah,
of course.
And now look at Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I couldn't stand those memes that people were saying, you know, if Jennifer Lopez wouldn't have done Selena, she would be working at Taco Bell. No, she wouldn't. She was starring with George Clooney, with Wesley Snipes. She was a major film already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what that is? That's a negativity, brother. You're trying to tear down another person. You're trying to tear down. And that's why I don't have you on my page. I don't have you on the page. You're not paying me a compliment by talking about J-Lo. Don't talk about Jennifer in front of me, because I'm very appreciative to every actor that came out in the Selena the movie. And I'm appreciative to every actor and every person from Netflix, from personnel to producers to managers to Scooter Braun, who's doing the music. Scooter Braun's the musical director. For people who don't know who Scooter Braun is, that's, my God, I know who Scooter Braun is. Scooter Braun is Justin Timberlake's, Justin Bieber. I don't know. He manages so many brilliant careers. And just to have him knowing what Texas is like, and if this film, if he walks away from it, learning something about our world, then we've done our job, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? It's something we should be proud about. Showing them our world, you know? And that's what this series is not about our family, man. It's about each and every Latino out there that every day they struggle with a panaderia or their
Yeah.
own electricity company or their own lawn company, maintaining lawns and just trying to survive, man. You as a professor, I congratulate you. You're out there as Raza representing to the full, and you're teaching people, educating young minds at a university and letting them know, hey, filmmaking is not easy, man.
No.
It's not. It's not. And you know that. And every day you have to go in there. What do you tell the kids? You know what I'm saying? You have to be there as a professor and guide them and show them why this, why that, but once again, you know, I'm hoping that the few people that, whatever this, whoever this story that we're doing right now, this little chat we're doing, I'm hoping that it touches the heart of the hearts of the people and makes them start, instead of hating, start congratulating and start celebrating that us as Latinos, we have something major coming out. And if they don't think all the world is all I like who was it, Tupac, that said all eyes on me, all
Mm-hmm.
all eyes are always on us, every move we make, everything we do. And we don't want to be something that we're not. And we're very Rasa, we're very proud people, man. And we should be very proud that we have this versus nitpicking at little bitty stupid things. I hate the wigs. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that an actor and actress can grow enough sets of hair.
To cover all those different decades of
Dude,
time.
let me tell you something, Gabe. It's funny because I wasn't aware of this. I found out later because after it happened. But if people can remember when Selena shot the Coca-Cola commercial, she had that long brown curly hair. It was brown. Her hair was black. It was not brown. It was brown curly hair, froed out. My keyboard player calls it Tejano hair.
The 80s, I know.
It was
Yeah, yeah.
it's Tejano thing, dude. Maybe it wasn't just 80s Tejano, but in the Tejano market, the girls had the curly hair with a lot of hairspray. So that
Aquanet.
she shot, and she was always evolving and changing. And I don't know if you remember when Madonna cut her hair into the little pixie
Mhm.
haircut, little short, almost like a boy haircut. It had the little wisp on the side and all that. And she was blonde, Madonna. Well, Selena did that. She cut all her hair off, and she cut her own hair. And she did a beautiful job. You can find
Wow.
that hairstyle on the album Ven Conmigo, which was inducted into the Library of Congress. Okay. On that album, Ven Conmigo, she has that hairstyle. But in the contract with Coca-Cola, it says that you can't alter your look. And she altered her look.
Oh.
Cola was cool with it. They played it off, but that was a very risky move on her behalf. You know what I'm saying? Cutting off her hair and changing her look in the middle of a Coca-Cola campaign. She was still Selena, but was
Yes.
short. You know what I'm saying? But she went through those changes. And that's the thing that people got to understand is sometimes we go through changes, man. You know what I'm saying? And we have to.
They're making judgment on how long is that trailer? Like a 2-minute trailer? Like, you can't judge a whole. It's like you were talking about earlier about posters and how people judge a movie from a poster, and you can't do that. You can't really do that.
Abe, the thing is, there's a difference, people. There's a difference. You can, if you don't want to like something, you can like it on your own private time. Don't
Yeah.
take time to go make it vocal on somebody's page or doing this or doing that. It's just a waste of time. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll see a movie poster. I go, oh man, that looks awesome. I gotta go see it. And I go and see it.
And you're like, what the hell?
And
What happened?
I'm at the screen. I'm like, dude, because when you go to a movie these days, like I like to go. We have the Alamo Draft House here. The Alamo Draft House. It's private. The seats are far away. Nobody's kicking the back of your seat. You know what I'm saying? It's different now. Most theaters are like that now. Now they have stadium seating, and you're sitting in a recliner. It's cool. So you're talking what? You pay $10 a ticket, maybe. So two people, $20. Your girl wants some popcorn, or you want some popcorn, $40. You want
60 months later.
on a Slurpee, $60.
Yeah.
You end up spending about $80 to go to a movie. And then you sit down in the movie just to be going, why did they waste my money like this, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other night, I'm not going to name the movie or anything, but I went to go see it. I hadn't been in the movies in forever because I've been, as you know, recuperating from shoulder surgery. If you guys could have seen the shoulder, y'all would have. It was all yellow, puffed up. It was horrible, man. I'm just glad I'm better than what I was. I still got 2 more months, Gabe, and I'll be better. 2 more months. I'm looking forward to December 31st coming around and it being the end of this year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Year to end. I'm ready for 2020 to be done and 2021, you know what I'm saying, to be here. But going back to the movie, I wanted to throw my popcorn at the screen because I hadn't been out anywhere, and I went to go to a movie, and it was $67 because they weren't serving the whole. Usually, I like eating. They have these small mini. They're called chorizo dogs. They're really good. They're like mini hot dogs. They make them like gourmet style. I like the damn things. They're good. Anyway, so I want my $67 back because it was just horrible. Angela, they didn't have subtitle in Spanish, so I took her to a movie. Okay, it's not a slasher movie, but it's a horror movie, and I normally don't go to those kind of movies. I don't like to, but there was nothing else showing, so I needed to get out of the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the thing is that with Netflix, people, I would say, do you have Netflix?
Of course.
Of course, I've got Netflix. Almost the whole world has Netflix. The whole world.
Yeah.
So when the series comes out, all you have to do is sit down with a little popcorn you can make at home, shut up, and watch the series, man. You know what I'm saying?
Make it a family event. Invite your tia, your grandma, your cousins.
Bad. Okay, honestly, Gabe, Breaking Bad, it started off real nice, and then it hit a plateau for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Then from there to the last episode, it was amazing. It was awesome. Yeah. Sometimes it happens. Maybe this will happen with this series. Maybe it'll start off slow and you'll have to fall in love with the new characters. And then maybe you'll say, oh, I love this new series, man. It's really educating me. And I'm in love with 17-year-old Selena. I'm in love with 15-year-old Selena. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm in love with. You know, you can love the older one, but there's nothing wrong with loving the one that was still trying to find her way and still punching people out of but yeah. It really did happen. And
which is, you know, the epitome of who you are, who you guys were later on. You know, like I said, it didn't happen over stopping out of watermelons. Then all of a sudden, y'all just got skyrocketed to #1. It took time. It took time.
The thing is that people are too quick to try to hurt with words. It really amazes me, the world that we live in. The other day, I caught a fan, a Selena Quintanilla fan page. I'm not gonna put him on blast. And this person was bragging that he had bought a microphone exactly like Selena's. Exactly, Gabe. Okay. Now, little did this young man know, I found out because he told me how old he was. He was 16 years old. I told him nicely, I said, that microphone, whoever sold you that mic poked your eyes, because that microphone has been discontinued almost as long as Selena hasn't been here. It came out, the pro mic, it probably cost about $4 to $5K. It was a pro mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm endorsed by the company. The company is Electro Voice. I still have the honors of reconnecting with them, and I send a shout out to them because they hooked me up with all my drummer, myself, my wireless mics, everything. I'm all Electro Voice, just like we were with Selena y Los Dinos. I'm Electro Voice. And I know it's Electro Voice. The mic he bought was not an Electro Voice. You know what I'm saying? You could see the capsule was different. The length of the mic was different. I tried to tell the young man, I told him, whoever you sold you that mic, lied to you and didn't tell you the truth. He says, why are you arguing with a 16-year-old? I said, I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to educate you. The microphone you bought is a fake. It's not real. It's not a Selena one. That one, if you do find it online, Selena's, it's a vintage mic. It'd probably be worth maybe about double the price, maybe $12 to $15,000. And I know there's no 16-year-old, unless you're a multimillionaire, you know what I'm saying, or one of Shaq's kids, that's got $16,000 or $15,000 to waste on a microphone. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same mic, but it's funny how people are. You're 16 years old. I was there the day she opened the box. I was there the day you could still see the emblem, Electro Voice, on the microphone, but yet you want to argue with me? You know what I'm saying? And then his comeback was, you're old and you're washed up.
No.
Yeah, and I was like, the old part, I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can deal with my age. The washed up part, when I just produced a track for 4 major female artists, all queens from Colombia, from the
Which stole the show, by the way.
I just came out on Premio Lo Nuestro to receive
Yeah.
award. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, instead of rejecting, accept, educate, listen. It's like with you, Gabe. I ask you all the time. If you follow, make sure you guys follow Gabe on his page. He's at Duran Films 1. You can follow Gabe.
Duran won.
Duran. Sorry, Duran. He has Duran 1, but he has Duran Films. But he's Duran 1. Duran 1. And you can follow him, and he puts amazing things that educate about how film. It's like he taught me what a Russian arm was. You know what I'm saying? I never knew what a Russian arm was until Gabe said, "Yo, a Russian arm," and he goes, "Usually they put them on a Porsche Cayenne. Not a was it Porsche Cayenne? Did you say? Yeah,
Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche Cayenne. It's mounted on there, and it's an interesting. And I love that you post things up because I want to know how did they do this or how did they do that. You know what I'm saying? And you never think about that about film is made and lighting and people don't like in the movie Selena. It's funny, a funny little story that Constance Marie, who played, for those that don't know who she is, well, she played my mom in the movie, but she actually tried out for Selena's part first. She didn't make it. So she settled for being my mom. You know what I'm saying? And the reason for that was it's not about looking alike. If the actor looks like the person, whatever, it's whether they can embody that person. They can take you somewhere and make you believe this is another person. You know what I'm saying? This is how can you know 12-year-old Selena, 13-year-old, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? How can you know? The only way you can know is just by videos that are remnants that are left behind. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can learn is the same way Netflix did. Did they sit down with us? Yeah, they sat down with us. We sat down with them. We shared stories because they have to have stories in order to make episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's plenty of stories. We have stories for days. You know what I'm saying? Of everything, probably some that I forgot about. Sometimes we remind each other as family members, "Hey, remember when this happened? Oh, snap. I forgot about that part." But once again, the message, I'm glad you came on with me today, Gabe, and we're going to chop it up again. The next one, we're going to watch a movie and then we're going to say what we liked about it and what we didn't like.
Parasite, man. Let's talk about Parasite. I love you. Me and you had a long conversation about Parasite.
Let's talk about Parasite. Now, Parasite won. What did it win? What award did it take? It took an Oscar for what?
Movie of the year.
Best film, right?
Good film. Mm-hmm.
Good film. Okay. I don't know how many people watching this interview actually took the time to watch Parasite. Watch it. Watch it. When a director or somebody makes a movie, or even when I make a song for you guys, it's to take you somewhere. It's to make you leave your life behind for a little bit and go into a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Or to make you feel. So music and film is a parallel universe. We both do. We do the same thing differently. So Parasite, I told Gabe, how did it make you feel? And it kind of made me, I didn't know what to feel. It kind of made me feel like more appreciative of my life, of where I'm. Because to watch these people, what they went through, and just where the movie went and stuff, it was brilliantly written. And see, the thing that Gabe and I look at, it's like the movie Friday. Who doesn't love Friday? There ain't. That's your favorite film, right? That's one of my favorites. And we know this, man. We know the lines. We know the one-liners. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Big Worm, Big Perm. I mean, we know the lines. You know what I'm saying? We love the movie. We've fallen in love with Chris Tucker and with Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? We love the movie. Ice Cube did a brilliant job. He shot that film and people watching in front of a house on a porch. What would you say, about 75% of the movies on the porch?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was a really low budget film for its time.
A
It
low
really was.
film, and it's a great film, man. It's a great film.
It's because we relate to those characters. We
Yeah,
relate to them. We understand the dialogue that's going on between these two characters. We understand the life that they're living. That's why we can relate to it. That's why it's so quotable, because of the things that are happening in the hood. Most of us who lived in the hood understands that life and understands the dialect and the dialogue between two characters and how they relate. And you have that one homeboy who's the bully, or you have that one homeboy who smokes weed all the damn time. So it's like we can relate to those people, and that's what I love about film. Somebody put in here just now that Parasite made him feel what was it, uneasy or something.
yeah.
And that's the power of film and movie and music, is that if you feel something, then it's done its job. Doesn't matter if you're pissed off at it, you hate it, you love it. If you feel some kind of emotion, it's done its job. That's the beauty of art and the beauty of film and the beauty of music. It evokes an emotion, and that's what we're supposed to do.
People don't understand. It's like if I make a song like Como la Flor, Amor Prohibido, or Cumbia Kings, Fuiste Mala, Azuquita, whatever songs I make, I'm already in your brain. I'm inside your brain, whether you like it or not. Because those songs and those melodies came from my brain. It came from me. I put them down in music, and we made the songs. And then they're your favorite songs. You can't cancel what's already in your brain.
Yeah, it's there. It's
Music,
there.
the same with a film. Film, it stays in your mind. It stays on your mind. Man, I'm gonna go pull up Friday again. I'm gonna watch Popcorn, even though I don't know how many times. Do you ever watch a film, Gabe, and you watch it the second time you catch something, the third time you catch something you didn't catch the first time?
Of course. The first time for entertainment, the second time is for research, and the third time is for research again. You watch that first time, but now talking to you, AB, you are a huge film guy, and it's funny because I talked to Gip, and Gip was telling me, and I can't watch a movie with AB because AB wants to break it down all technical and shit. And, he says, I'm just watching the damn film, and he's saying, man, did you look at that camera angle? And I'm like, yeah, man, that's just the way some artists think, and it's cool that you're actually thinking beyond what's in front of it, with what's called mise en scene within that frame. You're thinking beyond that.
That's the thing. That's the thing that people have to do. They have to broaden your minds, broaden your horizons, dream big, have dreams, have goals, live on inspiration, look for inspirational things. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I lived the dream. I was part of the dream, the machine behind the dream, because when everybody got to go home, I had to go straight to the studio because the record company's pressing me for another album.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't, there was at one point, I don't know if I share with you, but I'll share with the people here. Selena's first album with Capitol Records, they wanted to get rid of me. They said, AB's done a good job up to here, but we want somebody that's won Grammys and somebody that's done great things, and we can't have AB doing this. He's done great up to this point. Dad said, you take the whole family, or you don't take anything.
Nothing at all. Yeah.
Nothing at all. They said, now if he fails, then I give you permission to get rid of him. So we went home. My dad says, hey.
So the pressure was on, bro.
He would knock us out, you know what I'm saying? Like simple things, like I'd go, Dad, we're at number 1. And he goes, congratulations. Can you do it again? I was like, damn. I go, I'm never going to win. And he goes, think about Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
How many number 1s does Michael Jackson have on an album?
Yeah.
5, 7 songs out of 10? So he goes, I need you to do that for your family, for your sister. So imagine the pressure, bro, of trying to write 7 number 1s. And we can all agree, every Selena album, there's been at least 7 number 1s on each album. So that's 7 out of 10. That's a high ratio.
Yeah.
And even coming back with Cumbia Kings, I had to have the same mentality. I got to turn out 7 number 1s on my first album. And I did.
Yeah.
Second and the third one, and all the ones that I've done up to now. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is you're right. Us as Latinos, we got to start stepping out of the box, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so close-minded. Wonder about things. Wonder who's really paying for the Netflix. I mean, Netflix is paying for the series. They're taking their hard-earned cash, which money's not. You think just because they have a company, it's that easy to make money? Who's going to decide to go, you know what, let's throw $50 million in production on Selena, or $100 million? I don't know how much it's going to cost, because that doesn't involve us. We just say, cool. We say, cool, do the series. We're cool with it. You know what I'm saying? but this needs to happen, blah, blah, blah. Certain guidelines and rules and et cetera, you know? And the thing is like with me, Scooter Braun's the musical director for it. I have no problem with that. You know why, Gabe? Because I'm not prepared to do an episode, Gabe.
Yeah.
Episode, series. My mind is not prepped for that. Am I prepped now? Hell yeah. You give me a series, I can tackle the whole thing because I had to understand what bumpers and stingers and this and that. It's a different world, Gabe.
Yeah.
Omnis music, this kind of music, engineers music, on this kind of music. There's different styles of musics, you know, so I was not prepared. So am I prepared now? 2021, I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a learning process. But do I hate? Nah. I admire Scooter Braun. I want to meet him. I want to meet him one day and thank him. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he's actually on a project knowing that he's pushing Latino work. He's pushing that story. And that's what's good about it is that, people can hate all they want, but they got to realize, hey, they're getting the stuff made. It's being done. It's going to be on Netflix. Like, dude, enjoy it, guys. Like, in entertainment. Like,
Drake put out his last song, Pop Star. And Justin Bieber is actually the one playing Drake in the video of anybody. She's talking about Selena Q. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. Drake's a big Selena fan. And he's got Scooter Braun. He's mentioning Scooter Braun in the song, and Scooter Braun comes out in the video. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I give props where they're due. If Scooter was prepared mentally and emotionally and was already geared towards that world, then I have to step down and go, yo, he was prepared. You weren't, AB. You know what I'm saying? Am I good at making songs and making hits and doing this? The people have already decided that because they make the songs number one. I make the songs. You guys decide whether they're going to be number one or not. But the point is that being said, Scooter Braun is the musical director because he earned that spot. Am I mad about it? No. You know why? Because maybe Scooter Braun's going to eat a taco de carne guisada and go, damn, carne guisada is good. Or maybe he's going to eat some refried beans or some tortillas. And we're gonna cross-contaminate. We're gonna educate each other about our cultures, man. And that's where people, they have to know. Like when I go to Colombia, you know what I'm saying? I go to Colombia and I eat a bandeja paisa. I know everything that's on that plate. What a bandeja paisa is. I've eaten guinea pig in Bolivia. You know what I'm saying? I've done is when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. I try the foods. You know what I'm saying? Into eating foods from different countries. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that I think us as people, we have to be a little bit more open-minded. You know what I'm saying? And look at the big picture. This whole cancel X generation, not going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't cancel history that's already been made. You can't cancel songs that are already on the radio. You can't say, I'm going to cancel this whole family, but I'm not going to cancel this family member.
Yeah.
You can't do it, man. It's just not. Because you know why, Gabe, and I say this in front of whoever's watching this right now, is that the dream started with my dad. The dream was his dream. Then he made that dream our dream. Everything that Selena was and continues to be came from Abraham Quintanilla and Marcela Quintanilla.
Yes.
Mom, her kindness, the beautiful person and her love, my dad's love, and my dad knowing what a good performer was supposed to do. He did not treat us like little kids. He treated us like adults, man. Because you know what? You're competing in an adult world. Just because you're a kid doesn't give you a pass to go, yo, okay, you're cute. You get to make kids. No, you got to compete with everybody, man, and take your beatings. And we did. It
was hard, I'm sure.
I told you how many awards we went to. I'd say we went like 6 years in a row, or maybe 5. And we'd always sit there, and I'd be with my fingers crossed. Please let us win. Please let us win. If we could only win an award, then we could say we're the Tano Award-winning group, and we could put that on our billboard, and it automatically meant that DJs would have to spin us.
Yeah.
We'd go, 12-year-old Selena, AB there, and we'd sit there. And the winner is not Selena. Not Selena 2 times. No album. 0. No song of the year. 0. And we'd go home and we'd go to the Motel 6. And we'd all stay in one room. One room. Double beds. I don't
I
have to
guess on the floor, right?
tell you who
On the
got
floor. The cold floor.
the cold floor, the cold-blooded, the cold floor. AB got the cold floor. And then I got it because I didn't come up with a good enough album to beat anybody, man.
Yeah.
So then the next year I'd come, I worked hard on this album. We got a little bit of, we better win something. Album of the year, not Selena. Song of the year, not Selena. Female vocalist of the year, not Selena. Female entertainer, not Selena. Female, 0. No song, no songwriter of the year, no producer of the year, 0. You get 0 again, Abraham. AB, go to Motel 6 again and sleep your ass on the hard floor.
Yeah.
And we'd rent tuxes to go to that. Tuxedos. We wore tuxedos. It was a special thing back in the day, the Tejano Awards.
Yeah.
And so loss after loss after year after year after year to the one year when she had the afro. The one year, Gabe, that was the year. And female vocalist of the year, not Selena. An album of the year, not Selena. Songwriter of the year, not AB. Producer of the year, not AB. Female entertainer, Selena.
There you go. Boom.
Still had to sleep on the floor again at Motel 6, but at least we had the trophy.
Yeah, it felt a lot better that night, I bet.
Dude, we had the trophy. You know what I'm saying? So that was the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it got to a point where album of the year, Selena. Female, we'd walk away with 8 awards. It was funny because you already knew we were going to sweep everything. We swept everything. Rah, 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 rah. And I believe no more sleeping on the floor. I don't remember if I still slept on the floor or not. Because dad
time.
no, dad was awesome. He was great because we would say things like we'd stay in Miami and we'd stay at a Ramada Inn. And I'd say, Dad, I know we're making good money. Can't we stay where all the other artists are staying at? And he would go, son, the hotel is just a place where you're going to take a shower and change, Miko.
Yeah.
He goes, why do you want to spend $300? He goes, I can let you guys. He goes, well, we're going to buy 5-6 rooms at $300 or $400 a night in Miami. He goes, this hotel over here, it's only $100 or 75. But I'm like, that because we're not on exactly a good side of town. He goes, we'll be fine. And he was right. We saved money. And we
so
were.
do you take those lessons that your dad did, like you know, being humble and understand just because you have the money, you don't need it. Did you take those lessons and kind of just like run with that, or did you have to learn that over time? You know,
I still take it to heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? You learn that it's not appropriate to wear $250,000 of jewelry on yourself.
Yeah.
People are hurting in other countries and hurting. It's not that it's a bad thing. Everybody wants to have a Rolex, a presidential Rolex at that. But that's not the key thing to strive for. You know, there used to be a time where you see me, and everybody's probably seen this picture where I'm holding up an MTV microphone like that, and I'm all Gucci'd out, and I'm just all blinged out, and I'm wearing literally $250,000 worth of jewelry on myself. Which, if I could go back and tell old AB, I would tell him don't do that. But it's a learning process. Everybody has to go through that. You have to know, Gabe. You have to go stay in a fancy hotel sometime. Just know it's right. Do you want to do it all the time? No. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should feel pampered at one point in time. Or if you want to have a good wallet, a Gucci wallet or something, you save money for 6 months and that's what you want to save up for, and you want to reward yourself with that, then go for it. When you make those things important, you know what I'm saying? I still reward myself. Anything that people have seen me that's of financially, that's of good dollar, is because I save up for 6 to 8 months. I take a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, and then I buy something that I want to buy. That's how I reward myself. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But when you strive just to do that, that's when that becomes the focus of your life, just to buy materialistic things.